So, next naman natin is yung derivatives ng hyperbolic functions. So, certain combinations of the exponential functions, e raised to x and e raised to negative x occur frequently in mathematics. So, marami pong instances na makikita natin ng e raised to x tsaka e raised to negative x in math, science, and engineering. So, these combinations ng mga exponential functions na to could form of what we call a hyperbolic functions, and we can define them as follows. So, pag sinabi po natin hyperbolic sine of x, that is equal to e raised to x minus e raised to negative x over 2. Pag sinabi naman natin hyperbolic cosine of x, that is equal to e raised to x plus e raised to negative x over 2. So, almost same lang po ito. The only difference is yung sign. So, sa hyperbolic sine, ang sign po niya is negative. Sa hyperbolic cosine naman of x, ang sign naman yan ay positive. And then, the hyperbolic tangent of x is equal to hyperbolic sine of x over hyperbolic cosine of x. And the hyperbolic cotangent of x is equal to hyperbolic cosine of x over hyperbolic sine of x. Then, the hyperbolic secant of x is equal to 1 over hyperbolic cosine of x. Then, same is true kapag halimbawang meron po tayong hyperbolic secant squared of x that is equal to 1 over hyperbolic cosine of x. So, paano pong nag-come up dyan? So, ang gagawin nyo lang, is-squared mo lang siya both sides. So, the square of the hyperbolic secant of x is secant squared of x, and then, ang squared naman neto, 1 times 1 is 1. For numerator, hyperbolic cosine x times hyperbolic cosine x, pag ni-squared is hyperbolic cosine of x. And then next, meron po tayong hyperbolic cosecant of x, which is equal to 1 over hyperbolic sine of x. So, madali lang rin pong i-memorize yung hyperbolic functions dahil kamukha niya lang yung sa trigonometric functions. Ang difference lang dito is yung sa sine and cosine kung paano po niya define, which is in terms of e raised to x and e raised to negative x. So, ano po bang difference ng hyperbolic functions sa trigonometric functions? So, ang trigonometric functions po ay related po yan sa unit circle, no? And specifically the triangle. May kinalaman siya sa unit circle and yung right triangle doon. Ang hyperbolic naman, hyperbolic functions, ay related po siya sa hyperbola. So, yun yung difference nilang dalawa. So, kung ang trigonometric functions, merong trigonometric identities. So, ang hyperbolic functions naman, meron siyang hyperbolic identities. So, meron po tayong hyperbolic cosine of x minus hyperbolic sine of x. Naka-squared sila parehas bago i-minus. That is equal to 1. And then, kumbaga ito yung kanyang Pythagorean. Ito naman po yung mga kapartner niyan, no? So, paano po nag-come up yan dyan? Sa dalawang nasa ilalim. So, yung hyperbolic cosine of x minus hyperbolic sine of x na naka-squared is equal to 1. And para mag-come po tayo sa pangalawa, itong tangent na to, or hyperbolic tangent. So, di ba ang hyperbolic tangent is hyperbolic sine over hyperbolic cosine. So, we're going to divide both sides ng equation by hyperbolic cosine squared of x. So, hyperbolic cosine squared of x divided by the hyperbolic cosine squared of x, that is equal to 1. And then, ito naman pong hyperbolic sine squared of x over hyperbolic cosine squared of x, that is equal to negative hyperbolic tangent squared of x. And then, ito naman pong 1 over hyperbolic cosine squared of x, that is equal to, ito pa yung mag-equal sa hyperbolic secant squared of x. And then, kung gusto po nating ma-equate yan sa 1, so ililipat lang natin yung hyperbolic tangent squared of x sa kabila. So maging 1 is equal to, maging positive na siya, hyperbolic tangent squared of x plus hyperbolic secant squared of x. Kaya po nag-come up siya dito. And then, next naman, paano po nag-come up yan dito sa ilalim? So kanina, dinivide natin siya sa hyperbolic cosine squared of x. This time, para po makuha natin yung pangatlo, i-divide po natin siya sa... Okay, i-divide naman natin siya sa hyperbolic sine squared of x. So, hyperbolic cosine squared of x divided by the hyperbolic sine squared of x, that is equal to hyperbolic cotangent squared of x. And then next, yung hyperbolic sine squared of x divided by the hyperbolic sine squared of x. So, magiging 1 yan. And then next, ito namang 1 over hyperbolic sine squared of x, that is equal to, okay, magiging hyperbolic cosecant squared of x. Then, equating it to 1, so lilipat natin yung 1 sa kabila, magiging hyperbolic cotangent squared of x minus, lipat sa kabila yung hyperbolic cosecant. So, hyperbolic cosecant squared of x, and then yung 1, lipat sa kabila, magiging positive 1. So, madali lang tandaan itong tatlo na to. Basta remember lang yung mga formulas. And then, aside from that, meron tayong hyperbolic sine 2x is equal to 2 times sine x cosine x. And then, for cos 2x, that is equal to cos squared x plus, okay, sine squared x, and then cos 2x is also equal to 1 plus 2 sine squared x. Then cos 2x is also equal to 2 cos squared x minus 1. So ano ba yung mga katapat niyan sa trigo identity? Di ba pagdating sa trigo identity, ang magiging katapat niyan, ito naman sa trigo, magiging sine squared x plus cosine squared x is equal to 1. And then, ito naman ay magiging tan squared x plus 1 is equal to secant squared of x. Then, ito naman sa trigo, ito ay 1 plus cotangent squared of x is equal to 1 over sine is cosecant squared of x. Ito naman yung katapat niya sa trigo. Then, ito mga to meron din to na katapat for trigonometric identities. So, we can browse na lang yung mga trigo identities. Pero importante kasi itong mga related sa Pythagorean because they are fundamental. Okay, so proceed po tayo sa kasunod. So next is the differentiation of the hyperbolic function. So we have the formula for the differentiation of hyperbolic functions. So, una, the derivative of sine u with respect to x or hyperbolic sine of u with respect to x, that is equal to hyperbolic cosine of u times the du dx. So, yung du dx po dito, yan po ay derivative ng kanyang argument. So, itong argument po niya na to, ang tawag po dyan ay hyperbolic angle. So, derivative mismo nito is hyperbolic cosine of u times via chain rule yung derivative ng kanyang argument. Kaya meron kang du dx dyan. Then next, yung derivative ng hyperbolic cosine of u or cos u is equal to sin u or hyperbolic sine u times du dx or via chain rule yung derivative nga nung argument. Then, for tang u or hyperbolic tangent of u, that is equal to sec squared u times du dx. Then, for cotangent, hyperbolic cotangent of u, negative hyperbolic cosecant squared of u times yung du dx. Then, for hyperbolic secant of u, that is equal to negative sec u times tan u times du dx. So, by the way, wala po yung ibang d rito, no? So, isa lang, derivative. Then, for the hyperbolic cosecant of u, that is equal to negative cosec u times cot u times du dx. So, that is the derivative ng hyperbolic functions. So, kung mapapansin po natin, kamukha lang po yan ng ating mga trigonometric functions, yung derivative nun. So, ano yung difference? Ang difference, dito pong sa first 3 na ito, lahat po yan ay positive. And then, yung sa last 3, lahat po yan ay negative. And then, meron lang siyang mga h for hyperbolic sine, cosine, tangent, etc. Kaya yun po yung difference nila. Kasi di ba sa trigo, yung negative nun, lahat ng merong co sa unahan, yun yung may negative. So, compare po natin sila, no? So, sa trigo, ang sagot natin rito, no, ay cosine of u times du dx. Ito naman, negative sine of u times du dx. Ito naman, secant squared of u times du dx. Ito sa cotangent, naman ay negative cosecant squared of u times du dx. And then dito, okay, so secant of u, tangent of u times du dx. Then dito naman sa dulo, magna-negative siya. So negative cosecant of u, cotangent of u times du dx for derivatives ng trigonometric function. So magkamukhang magkamukha, magkaiba lang siya sa sign and may additional na h. So, next po tayo for the examples. So, let's try the example number 7. If we have y which is equal to hyperbolic sine of 4x plus 3, we're going to find the dy dx. So, first, ano ba ang derivative ng sine of u? Di ba? Ang derivative ng sine of u is equal to cosine of u times du dx. Identify natin kung ano yung u. Ang u po natin is equal to 4x plus 3. Kung ano yung argument, yun po yung u. And what will be the du dx or the du? Ang du po natin ay 4. So, using the formula, y prime is equal to, or the derivative of y with respect to x, that is equal to hyperbolic cosine of 4x plus 3 multiplied by the du dx. Or yung derivative ng kanyang argument, which is 4. So, yun lang. Cosine of u times the du dx. So, the answer is hyperbolic cosine of u times du dx. Ano? So, magiging 4 cos of 4x plus 3. So, this is the final answer. Okay, next. Next for number 8. So, if we have y which is equal to 3 cosine squared of 4x, we're going to find the dy dx. So, identify muna natin kung ano po yung ating function. So, ating function po ay naka-squared. We can actually write that as ganitong way, no? So, y is equal to 3. And then, hyperbolic cosine of 4x. Dahil naka-squared, so ito ay magiging squared. And then, itong function natin na ito, dahil naka-power rule yan, kumbaga parang ito yung magsaserve as u. So, magiging 3u squared siya. So, naka-power rule yan. So, dahil naka-power rule yan, ang gagawin natin dyan, i-apply po natin yung ating power rule formula. So, 2 times 3 magiging 6. Then, copy yung base, hyperbolic cosine of 4x. And then, yung exponent niya na 2, babawasan ng 1. So, 2 minus 1 is 1. Times yung derivative ng kanyang inside. So, ano yung derivative ng inside? Or derivative ng cos of 4x. Di ba ang derivative niyan ay sine of 4x times the derivative of the argument. So, ang argument natin ay 4x. So, anong derivative niyan? inside ulit ng inside. So, ang derivative ng argument ay 4. So, therefore, we have 4 times 6, which is 24. So, y prime is equal to 24, and then cos of 4x, sin of 4x. So, this is our answer. So, meron pa po tayong ibang possible answer dyan. So, yung ibang possible answer natin, pwede po natin siyang gamitan ng identity. So, anong identity po yung related rito sa ating sagot? So, identity po na related sa ating sagot ay, ito po yung nakalagay kanina, no? So, meron tayong sine of, gawin ko na lang siyang 2 theta is equal to 2 sine of theta cos of theta. So, instead of x, pinalitan ko siya ng theta to avoid confusion kasi nga yung answer natin naka-x na siya. So, in this case, ano po yung magsaserve as theta natin dyan? Kasi meron tayong cos 4x, sin 4x. Dito, sin theta, cos theta. So, ngayon, ano po yung theta natin? Ang theta po natin, lumalabas, is equal to 4x. If theta is equal to 4x, ano yung magiging value ng 2 theta? So, twice daw ng theta. So, twice ng 4x is 8x. So, therefore, kailangan magmukha pong ganito yung format natin dyan. So, para magmukha pong ganyan, ito po yung gagawin natin. So, y prime is equal to, yung 24, pwede natin yung i-write as 12 times 2. And then, cos of 4x, sin of 4x. So, ngayon, makokopya na po natin yung format nito. So, magiging sin of 2 theta, or in this case, so sin of 8x. Sin of 8x is equal to 2 sin of, ano pong theta natin? 4x. Palitan lang natin, guys. And then, cos of 4x. So, yung 2 sin 4x times cos 4x ay equal raw siya sa 8x. So, saan yan? So, ito po yun. 2 cos 4x times sin 4x is equal to sin of 8x using this identity. So, we can write our answer as 12 multiplied by hyperbolic sine of 8x. So, ito pa po yung isang possible answer. So, this is accepted and this is also accepted. Okay, so next po tayo. So, ang next po natin ay example number 9. So, for example number 9, we have the ln of hyperbolic tangent of 2x. So, ano ba yung derivative ng ln of u? ln of u, ang kanyang derivative is equal to 1 over u times the du dx, or the derivative of the argument. So, sa case na to, ito pong ating function ay naka-ln. So, pero ang argument niya ay hyperbolic. So, ano yung magsaserve as u natin in this case? Ang magsaserve po as u ay hyperbolic tangent of 2x. So, ano naman yung magiging du, or derivative ng argument ng ln? So, yan ay magiging, okay, derivative ng tangent of 2x ay hyperbolic secant squared of 2x times yung kanyang argument. Anong derivative ng argument na 2x? Ang derivative po niyan ay 2. So, 2 hyperbolic secant squared of 2x, yung du natin. So, therefore, the y prime is equal to, dahil ln ito, so 1 over u. So, 1 over hyperbolic tangent of 2x times the du dx, or yung derivative ng inside ng ln, which is, ito nga yun, yung 2 times hyperbolic secant squared of 2x. So, yung answer po natin dyan, y prime is equal to 2 hyperbolic secant squared of 2x all over hyperbolic tangent of 2x. So, this is our final answer. So, yung answer po natin, we can write it as Maliban po dyan, pwede po natin yung ma-write into a different format. So, ano po yung pwedeng gawin? So, y prime is equal to yung 2 secant squared of 2x, we can write it as 1 over hyperbolic cosine squared of 2x. So, yung secant squared of 2x ay maging 1 over cos squared of 2x. And then, ito namang hyperbolic tangent of 2x, we can write it as hyperbolic sine of 2x all over hyperbolic cosine of 2x. Or in this case, meron po tayong cosine 2x sa ibaba and cosine squared 2x sa itaas. So, pwede po natin yung gawing y prime is equal to, kasi possible mawala yan, si 2 multiply natin rito, so magiging 2 over hyperbolic cosine squared of 2x. Okay, so write ko lang ulit siya. So, hyperbolic cosine squared of 2x times itong denominator natin, magre-reciprocal yan. So, hyperbolic cosine of 2x over hyperbolic sine of 2x. So, ito ay cancelled out. So, ang matitira dito sa kabila ay cosine of 2x na lang. So, ito naman 1. So, meron tayong fraction na pinag-multiply. So, numerator times numerator. 2 times 1, the answer is 2. Then ito, cosine of 2x times sine of 2x. So, yan ay cosine of 2x, sine of 2x. So, this is also one possible answer. So, you can write it ng iba pang format, no, as applicable. So, pares yan tama. Next. Okay, for number 10, we have y which is equal to sine or hyperbolic sine of x over 1 plus hyperbolic cosine of x. In this case, meron po tayo dyang quotient or meron tayong rational expression in this case, or meron tayong pinagdi-divide. So, therefore, i-apply natin dyan yung quotient rule. So, meron tayong high, meron tayong low, and yung derivative po niyan ay low derivative ng high minus high derivative ng low over low squared. So, therefore, our y prime is equal to low, which is 1 plus cosine of x times yung derivative ng high. So, anong derivative ng numerator? Derivative niyan ay cos of x times yung argument niya na du dx. So, ang argument niya na x, ang derivative nun, or du dx niyan ay 1. So, pwede nang wag isulat. Minus high d low. So, sine of x times derivative ng low. So, yung derivative nung nasa ibaba, na 1 plus cos of x, derivative ng 1 ay 0. So, pwedeng wag nang isulat. Ang derivative naman ng cos of x is sine of x all over low squared. So, magiging 1 plus cosine of x squared. So, therefore, y prime is equal to, distribute muna ito. So, magiging cosine of x, ang next naman, plus cosine of x times cosine of x. So, magiging cosine squared of x minus, ito naman, magiging sine squared of x all over 1 plus hyperbolic cosine of x squared. So, next we have so cosine of x, cosine squared of x, minus 0 sine squared of x. Ngayon naman, meron po tayo dyang identity. So, saan po yung ating identity? So, yung ating identity na cosine squared of x minus sine squared of x, yan po ay equal sa 1. So, therefore, we can write this as hyperbolic cosine of x plus 1 all over. Okay, so ito pagbaliktarin ko lang, magiging cosine of x plus 1 na naka-squared. Pinagbaliktad ko lang itong dalawang ito. So, same lang yan or okay lang yan gawin. So, as you can see, cosine x plus 1 over cosine x plus 1 squared. So, pag ma-divide itong dalawang to, ma-cancelled out. So, ito may iwan dito 1. Ito namang sa baba, ang may iwan dyan ay cosine x plus 1 na lang. So, magiging 1 over 1 over cosine x plus 1 na lang siya. So, this is going to be the y prime. So, ito po yung ating final answer. Next, for number 11, meron po tayong e raised to x times ln of sin x. So, itong expression natin ay meron po tayong product. So, meron tayong u times v. So, ang derivative po niyan ay u dv plus v du. So, kunin natin yung kanyang derivative. So, y prime is equal to e raised to x. So, that yung unahan, derivative po ng katabi. So, anong derivative ng ln? So, for ln of u, ang derivative po niyan ay 1 over u times du dx. For ln, that is 1 over hyperbolic sine of x. And then yung du dx po niyan, or derivative ng kanyang argument na sine of x is, okay, cosine of x. So, pwede pa tayong magdagdag yung derivative ng mismong argument na x, which is 1. So, pwede na rin wag isulat kasi 1 lang naman yung sagot. Plus, isulat natin yung katabi, which is ln of sine of x. And then, derivative ng unahan. Anong derivative ng e raised to x? Derivative ng e raised to u is e raised to u. Oh, ito nakalimutan kong lagyan. So, ang derivative ng e raised to ay e raised to u times du dx. So, ang sagot pa rin ay okay, e raised to x times du dx niya na 1. Kasi ang derivative ng kanyang exponent na x is 1. So, pwede na rin wag isulat. So, y prime, kasi 1 lang siya. So, y prime is equal to e raised to x times cosine x. So, magiging, ito pala, meron tayong ano rito, identity. So, cosine of x times 1 magiging cosine of x over sine of x. So, that is equal to cotangent of x. So, e raised to x times cotangent or cot x. Plus, ito namang katabi niya, ito ay magiging e raised to x times the ln of hyperbolic sine of x. So, we have now two terms. So, ano yung common sa kanila? Ang common sa kanila ay e raised to x. So, therefore, y prime is equal to, factoring out the e raised to x, that is equal to hyperbolic cotangent of x plus ln of hyperbolic sine of x. So, this is going to be our final answer. Okay, so we have the final example. So for number 12, we have y is equal to cosine squared of x minus sine squared of x. We're going to find the dy dx. So this is the answer. So y is equal to, ang cosine squared of x minus sine squared of x, that is actually ay may identity. So ito po ay equal sa 1. So we can write our expression as, we can write yung ating function as y is equal to 1. And then, if we're going to find the y prime, so ano bang derivative ng 1? The derivative of constant is 0. Kasi ang constant nga ay hindi nagbabago. So, the answer is 0. If we're going to substitute yung sagot ng kanyang identity. But, kung hindi natin alam na ang cosine squared of x minus sine squared of x is equal to 1, pwede naman natin i-derivative yan ng mano-mano. So, yung cosine squared of x, pwede natin yan, di ba, nakasulat ito as, pwede natin siyang ma-write as cosine of x na naka-squared minus sine of x na naka-squared. So, ito ay magiging, applying yung power rule, 2 cosine of x times yung derivative ng inside. 2 minus 1 na kasi yan, so 1. So, derivative ng inside, derivative ng cosine of x is sine of x. Minus, ito namang kasunod na term, 2 sine of x. And then, yung derivative ng inside niyan, cos of x. And then, yung derivative ng argument, pwede nating idagdag. Since x lang naman, ang derivative ng x ay 1. So, pwedeng idagdag, pwede rin na hindi. So, y prime is equal to 2 times cos x sin x. Ito naman, 2 cos x sin x. So, therefore, magkamukha lang itong dalawang ito. Pag pinag-minus, 0. So, that is the final answer. Okay, so, next naman po, ay ipoprove natin bakit naman ang cosine squared of x minus sine squared of x ay nag-equal siya sa 1. So, ipoprove po natin siya. So, cosine squared of x minus sine squared of x is equal to 1. So, we're going to prove this. So, alam natin na yung sine of x is equal to, okay, so delete ko lang, ang hyperbolic sine of x equal po siya sa, okay, e raised to x minus e raised to negative x over 2. Yung hyperbolic cosine of x naman, equal naman yan sa e raised to x plus e raised to negative x over 2. Ayan, so to prove that, gagamitin natin yung dalawang yan. So ngayon, kailangan mo nating i-squared yung cosine, no? So ibig sabihin, yan ay magiging e raised to x plus e raised to negative x over 2. Is-squared po natin siya minus yung hyperbolic sine squared of x naman. So, e raised to x minus e raised to negative x over 2. Then, squared, which is equal to 1. So, yung sa cosine muna. So, ang squared niyan, numerator times numerator. So, ito yung numerator niya. So, magiging e raised to 2x plus 2 e raised to x, e raised to negative x. Twice the product of the first and the second term. And then twice naman nung last term. Magiging plus e raised to negative 2x. Yung square ng last term. So, square ng first term. Twice ng product ng first and the second term. Square ng last term. And then, denominator times denominator, 2 times 2 is 4. Minus. Ito naman pong kasunod, square the first term, e raised to 2x, square the last term. So, magiging, square the, twice the product of the first and the second term. So, magiging minus 2 e raised to x, e raised to negative x, and then square the last term, plus e raised to negative 2x. All over, okay, magiging all over 2 times 2 which is 4. So, mag-equal daw yan sa 1. So, itong e raised to x times e raised to negative x, kapag same base, magkaiba ng exponent. So, copy yung base, pagpaplasin yung exponent. So, ang lalabas po dyan ay ganito. So, e raised to x times e raised to negative x, ang sagot, e raised to x plus negative x. So, basically, maging e raised to 0 yan or equal to 1. So, any number raised to 0 is 1. So, ito pag naging 1 nito, mawawala na ito, di ba? So, ito rin, Kapag naging 1 yan, mawawala din yan. So, pag tinanggal natin yan, magiging ganito siya. Kasi naging 1 na sila. Next, dahil same yung kanyang denominator, so magiging over 4, ano? So, over 4. E raised to 2x minus e raised to 2x. So, yan po ay matatanggal. So, canceled out. Next naman ay 2 minus minus 2. So, 2 minus minus 2. So, magiging 2 plus 2 na yan, which is 4. So, last, e raised to negative 2x minus e raised to negative 2x. So, minus mo lang siya sa sarili niya. So, basically, yan ay maka-cancelled out or magiging 0. Ayan. And then, yung ating denominator niya ay 4. So, kinumbine lang natin yung dalawang fraction, which is equal to 1. So, ang 4 over 4 ay equal to 1. Therefore, ito po yung ating naging proving. Kaya po, cosine squared of x minus sine squared of x is equal to 1. Okay, so, next naman po natin, ipoprove po natin yung derivative ng hyperbolic sine. Bakit po naging hyperbolic cosine? So, gagamitin ulit natin yung dalawang yan, no? So, we're going to prove bakit po yung derivative ng hyperbolic sine of x, ang kanyang derivative ay hyperbolic cosine of x. So, ano ba yung hyperbolic sine of x? Di ba yan ay e raised to x minus e raised to negative x over 2. So, ang derivative po niyan ay, extract po natin yung 1/2. Kasi may 2 rito sa baba. So, 1 yung numerator niyan, 1/2. So, matitira, e raised to x minus e raised to negative x. We can write it ng ganito. And then, 1/2. And then, derivative ng e raised to x ay e raised to x pa rin. Ang derivative naman ng negative e raised to negative x. So, simply copy yung minus. And then, i-derivative natin yung e raised to negative x. Di ba yan ay e raised to negative x? And then, yung du dx niyan ay negative 1. So, therefore, the answer is 1/2 times e raised to x. Negative 1 times negative, maging positive na siya. E raised to negative x. And then, distribute yung 1/2. So, magiging e raised to x plus e raised to negative x over 2. So, itong format na to, di ba ito yung ating cosine of x. So, ito yun, di ba? So, ibig sabihin, ang derivative nga ng sine of x is equal to, okay, hyperbolic cosine of x. So, yan po yung kanyang proving. So, that's it para sa hyperbolic functions, yung kanyang derivative. And thank you for listening.